race car driver, it's not necessarily the most comforting thought, is it?
Especially being in the middle.
Yeah, exactly, in the middle. And look at this big parade we've got going around the high line. Somebody's sideways, and there's one of those big wrecks you talked about. With that, this is a very big wreck.
The track is completely blocked.
They have locked up and closed up and completely blocked the entire track over on the backside. This is going to require some fairly vigorous attention by the ARCA officials. We're starting to see some cars moving out of the smoke, but quite a few cars are not moving at all. There's the 23 of Brandon Kelly trying to pick out some numbers. The 45 of Michael Phelps out of Sewanee, Georgia. A few damaged cars are starting to move, but it's really just a tangled up mess right now. And Don Radebaugh has hot-footed it over there to the scene of the crime. Don?
Yep. Big mess on the backstretch. It started with when the 1 car of Tom Hessert Jr. and the 14 car got together, turned the 14 car around sideways on the track and caused this big mess. 7 cars initially involved as some of the drivers begin to climb out.
Well, Mike, if the worst nightmare was the hood up on the car before the start, this is an even worse nightmare. Boy, notably the number 93, Justin Lothman, he just had nowhere to go when those first 2 cars got turned around, and it is a melee out there.
Yikes, what a mess.
Here's the 41 car. You can see the driver of that one, and he's pretty upset, throwing the gloves back inside. Josh Clemens is out of the race, apparently. That is a very heavily damaged race car. The ARCA officials dragging spare parts down, and the drivers that
springs and everything. Yikes.
Oh, man, these guys know they're out of this race, and that's a very short day here at Salem. Heavy damage on both ends of the 37 of Dexter Bean, who had been battling for 3rd position. And Mike, this
aerodynamically challenged.
Oh yeah, he got shot from both ends. Watch the 37 car here, Mike, and he's trying to stay out of trouble, just gets turned and hit from both sides. Ouch.
Into the wall, into the nose, the bad deal.
Everything is going wrong here. Somehow Frank Kimmel got through this mess, though, Don Radebaugh.
Well, the Mako Collision and Repair auto painting car caught a piece of the action, as you can tell. Plenty of it. It'll need a little Mako when this one's done. Let's talk to the driver real quick. Tom Hessert, you were right in the middle of what happened out there. What happened?
I'm not 100% sure, really. We were riding along there in 4th or 5th place, and there was a pile of lap cars running in the fast groove when they're all supposed to be on the bottom, and then one car behind us is just beating on the rear of my car for 2 laps, and we're in a line of traffic, and there's nowhere to go, and it's ridiculous, and we have a good race car that's tore up now, and I just feel terrible for Andy Belmont's team, and I don't know. We'll try to soldier through it, get it fixed as much as we can, and go in Iowa, try to do better there.
We got a big pair of channel locks.
Disappointed driver looking forward to the next race. Let's listen in as Bill Kimmel works on the 44 car.
I'll get lunchbox over here on the left fender. All right? You hook lunchbox to the left fender. You got to get it off the tire.
You'll come back in and do the pit stop.
Yes.
Well, the Kimmel crew is definitely huddled up. It sounds like you caught a piece of the action up there, Bill Kimmel. How bad is the car? Or is it too early to tell you? You really haven't had a chance to look at it.
No, I can't see. Our spotter's trying to tell us as much damage as we can. Frank said he can see over the hood. It's been up some. Looks like we got both fenders down in the tires. And I can't really tell, Dominic. I've got to get the tires off the fenders so to roll. Frank said doesn't look like there's any oil or water coming out of it, so that's a good thing. So at Salem, remember, I said we got to keep the fenders on it, and we just took care of that problem, so now we got to get the fenders off of it.
All right, and right now those fenders are actually caved in. And remember, under red flag situation, you cannot work on your car. They can't work on it until it goes back yellow.
Well, there are some cars rolling around the racetrack. A few of them are undamaged, but clearly the field has been reduced in number. The pace car is on the track as the ARCA officials are still trying to clean it up. We'll come back. Let's hope there's racing and not more wrecking when we do. Welcome back to the Kentuckiana Ford Dealers 200 here at Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana. The ARCA REMAX Series debut here on MAV TV. Glad you could join us. Field circling around under caution. On the outside is the 46 car, early leader Matt Carter. And this is going to be a very different race when they do go back to green, Mike Miller.
Well, yeah, we got a whole bunch less cars after that big old wreck.
And Matt Carter takes the green flag up on the outside. The lead lap cars are up there. The cars a lap down on the bottom of the track. You can see a very long line of lead lap cars, and many
here,
of
look at
those.
this.
Ken Schrader's getting a little racy out there right off the green flag and takes the lead. So the pole sitter has moved to the front for the first time.
Great job of passing. That's Kenny Schrader for you.
And Matt Carter looks like he's coming under attack from a couple more cars up from behind. So he drops into second position behind Schrader in that number 52.